How you doing? I'm Mike Prince. Following up with the Human Labs, we're following with the Yum Yum Labs. Let's give us a second to get into this. This is our quiet part. We'll wait much faster. So what is Yum Yum Labs? It's just two of us. We have two engineers. We ended up cranking an app that's actually turned into the #1 app on Android market. It's for cooking. It's called Recipe Search. We've done about 1.8 million downloads. Lots of people are using it right now. You can see the typical categories there: search categories, what's new, what have you. We based it on what people were asking for. There's an interesting backstory though. Back in 2010, last year, we were investigating opportunities in mobile health, just blue sky, what can we do? And one thing that popped out as interesting is overweight and obesity in the US. $117 billion by US government every year is spent on those people, and $3.9 billion by the companies. It's a huge problem. So then we said, well, poor diet's a leading cause. Everybody cooks. Let's build a cooking app. So we started coding. And you saw a page ago what we ended up with. Let's see how people are using it. Actually, sorry, we basically looked at the low-hanging fruit and went to build. Search is an obvious one. We've been trained for 15, 20 years now on how to search with keywords. Put that in, it's very popular. Added browsing by categories. That actually took over search as the most popular feature on the service. People love to browse. I think we have 900 terminal nodes on that. Added social, of course. Every app needs social. All the expected features there, user profiles. And this is what we ended up with. Expecting people to eat better, and people are cooking dirt cups with gummy bears on top and fluffy marshmallow ice cream, caramel upside down cake. So we didn't achieve our goal of people eating better, unfortunately. This is a true sample. I got this last night, actually. It's not. So I got a call last week from Dish Telecom, and they said, obesity and hypertension is a big problem. Have you thought about it? Yeah, we did. We thought we were building an app for it. And so that got me to thinking, this talk is coming up, and I thought I'd ask you guys some questions and challenge you to help us figure out how to have our app help people eat a little better. So here's the challenge. How can we use quantification in social app to encourage better eating habits? And so I'm gonna walk through some of the functionality of our application, some tools we have, and maybe you guys can think about this and get back to me and let me know how you might think we can help people eat better and live a little healthier life. So here's a quick framework. There's lots of ways of thinking about it. I just made this up really quickly, but let's quantify and qualify. I think qualify is pretty darn valuable too. What people are doing with their eating habits, preferences, what have you. Then let's visualize. Visualization is awesome. Let's get the data out to a set of people, especially your peers or people who care in some way. And then let's use some kind of social engineering to glue it together. And here's some examples of what we can qualify and quantify right now. User profile pictures, that's the most popular feature right now. Everybody's downloading pictures. Pictures worth 1,000 words, and these are actually real people from last night actually I pulled off. And just by looking at somebody, you can kind of guess some things about them. Obviously, you can guess some things there, but it's pretty darn useful to have pictures of people. Recipe pictures are great too. We actually have tons of recipe pictures going on right now. There's some problems with recipe pictures. There's what's called the under the bun problem, which is you don't know what's under the bun. So you can't use machine vision to figure things out, but you can learn a lot by looking at pictures. Also, we have bookmarks too. People are bookmarking all day long what they want, so that's a good indicator of what people are interested in eating. Ratings and reviews are available as well. Ratings, of course, 1 through 5 stars, and a lot of just human descriptions of what they're looking for. And also Q&A is kind of fun too. People are asking questions all day long on our system. There's actually a mechanism where if you ask a question, people's phones will beep who said they'll accept questions. They answer you and it responds to your phone in real time. It's actually kind of cool. We also have this notification system for photos. For example, you can go to pretty much anywhere on our app. You can subscribe to notifications. And whenever something happens, it'll actually beep your phone on the top of the phone. You click it and you'll see recent whatever happens to be, whether it's questions or photos or what have you. So again, this is more interesting data that's available. Location is fantastic, actually. Your phone knows where you are. We find people using the app all the time in stores. They see something for sale, they go do a search through our mechanism or ask a question online, and they get real-time answers back about what's available or what they can cook with what's in the store. So that's another really fun one that's available to us to use in some way. Private messages is great too. People pass a lot of back-channel data between each other. You'll see certain conversations going on online, and then you'll see other very different conversations going back and forth behind the scenes there. But again, this is all great data that might be able to be mined to provide better recommendations for people to help eat better what they have. Badges are fun. Badges are part of the gamification, process here. So we're basically saying as people hit certain metrics in the system right now, we're providing them badges. And this is very nascent right now. We just put a few badges up just to test the system. But you can imagine anything we can quantify on the system, it'd be cool to associate a badge with it and provide notification to people that they've achieved that goal. Broadcasting is another really fun one too, is where anything that happens in our system, we can actually push off to secondary systems. So for instance, here's a Facebook one. Anytime you put a photo, we'll push it to your wall on Facebook, bookmarks, recipes, what have you. And again, people then will comment on those systems and they'll drive traffic back to us. So let's start brainstorming. How can social engineering nudge us in the right direction? We have all this great data, we're gathering a ton of it right now. A lot of the data is really hard for computers to analyze. So think Mechanical Turk. How can you leverage the community, look at pictures, which are hard to understand by computers, and figure out whether the person's eating good or not, and start providing recommendations to them. Here's some ideas. Again, healthy recipe cover pictures is one of the things we're adding right now. If you have a ton of positive comments pushed to the device, the person who put the recipe in, that might cause them to actually cook more healthy stuff. That might be kind of nice. Bookmarking healthy food. Again, we can actually do that with a machine, and we can give them badges saying you've been bookmarking lots of healthy stuff. Maybe they'll start eating healthier. And I guess wrapping up right now. So again, the question for you guys here, if you can think about this, is how can we better use quantification in a social app to encourage better eating habits and start solving this $117 billion problem in the United States? If you have an idea, find me later or email me at mike@mikeprince.com. Thank you.